So the process was actually, I would say, super facilitating. So if you'll talk about the regulators, the law firms, the accountants, it feels like everyone wants you to succeed. And I would say it was much harder than we expected. And I'm saying that in a good way, because eventually you want the regulator to put barriers in place. You want the regulator to be serious. And I have to say, I was very much happy to see that this is a true, real process the regulator takes super seriously. We chose Gibraltar because, first of all, they were first movers, and that has a lot of importance in any industry. You want to be there first. You want to make sure that you're regulated before other people are regulated, because that's another barrier of entry. And I would say another reason for choosing Gibraltar is because they've done this before. They've done this with gaming. We've seen them take an industry into succession, and it felt like this is where we need to be.
I think we chose Gibraltar as eToro is a pioneer company in the field of blockchain, and we saw a regulator that basically putting together a regulation framework for DLT services, and we want our clients to be served in a regulated environment. We want our clients to be served in a place that basically appreciate blockchain. And when we first met with the GIB regulator, we saw the regulator that was willing to have an open dialogue with the company, and we really liked the engagement with the GIB regulator, and we really liked the discussions. And they refer to us as a basically design partner for the regulation. They're asking us questions. They want to learn from our knowledge. We're learning from their knowledge, and we feel that Gibraltar is for a place for years to come.
The firm has been working with Israel for many, many decades. Even before the online gaming industry, the firms had assisted a lot of Israeli companies expanding into Europe, and they've always seen Gibraltar as a base. There's the mutual respect of all communities, the Jewish community, the existence of the Jewish community in Gibraltar, and that's helped a lot for the Israeli companies to be comfortable in choosing Gibraltar over other jurisdictions. In fact, some of the companies in Gibraltar have told me that that's one of the reasons why they chose Gibraltar over our jurisdiction. So it started with Sir Joshua, my father, who took over as senior partner, came to Israel for many, many years, building up the relationships, and in fact, that helped start the online gaming industry, which then has built Gibraltar with Peter, etc., who's continued to come. So really, for us, this is just a continuation, an official continuation of which we've been doing for many years, and which we hope will continue, because Israel has a lot to offer Gibraltar, and no doubt they will continue to come to Gibraltar and will help the Gibraltar economy continue to expand.